Hi, welcome back to Mechanic Garage. Another car here today, the family member's car, MOT failure on a couple of little bits. So I'm going to have a quick diagnose of it, have a look what's what, and show you what the issues are. Right, it's a 2014 Ford Focus with the PSA Citroen Peugeot 1.6 diesel. So, failed MOT, the engine management light's on. I'm going to scan what that is, and also it's got an oil pressure fault, which I'm hoping will be a quick easy fix, because it only happened when the oil was changed. Right, down here is your, I think you squeeze that together and it brings out your OBD port. I'm plugging my scanner, and what I'll do when I go into the scanning side of things, I'll flick it to recording the screen and put it at the side, so hopefully be able to see what's going on with you. So I'll scan it now and we'll have a look and see what there is. Right, I've got the top-down top scan plugged in, and it's a good bit of kit. Go through all the menus, pick the car, select that, it does all the usual stuff, connects with the car and then confirms which one it is. I do need to work out how to put a picture in picture, and then I don't have to do a voiceover like I'm doing now. But basically this is just reading all the errors within the car. Go to automatic scan and let it go. There's quite a lot on there that it hasn't got, but I just sped this piece up because it was about a minute and a half. All the problems that you get are then listed at the top. I checked out a couple of the other ones as well, but it was just things like puddle lights and things like that in the mirrors. So went into the engine, find out what the actual engine codes were. Just wait for it to do that. It's quite a useful bit of kit really, it's good value for what it actually is. And there's the error codes I got, which glow plug circuit, which is usually a plug missing, and a turbo issue. Right, back outside the car now. I just had a quick look online at the error codes. The glow plug one is more than likely failed heater plugs, and apparently they're down the back. You can't really see anything, but they're down there somewhere. What's that? I'll have to have a look because I can't see anything down there. Might have to get the scuttle panel, have to get to those. And the other one is turbo actuator vacuum pipe fault. So, oh, hang on a minute. That'll be your issue for that then. Well, I think that's what I call a easy fix. Hopefully, stick that back on and try it. That's where the oil filter is. You can't see anything with that pipe on, and I keep smacking my shins on this damn splitter. It's considerably further out than it should be. Right, well that could be an easy win. Oil pressure issue, I've read up, there's a little peg on the bottom of the oil filter that fits into a hole. And if you haven't got that in the hole, it's got no oil pressure, it can't feed through. Now, it literally was fine 1 minute, change the oil filter, and I didn't do it. I'm not sure whether it's a garage or he did it, but the oil light then was giving issues from that point. So I'm going to pull the oil filter out because that's right next to where that is. I guess he's knocked the pipe off when he's done the oil filter. And that'll be handy if that's all it is. So I'll get this pipe off, get the filter out, and if we need to go get another one, we can go fetch one. Right, a bit awkward for access, so get this pipe off. I can get to the oil filter below it. It's a bit of a bonus about that pipe. I'm hoping it's just come off and hasn't been disconnected for any reason, but Okay, there's your oil filter down there. I don't know if you'll be able to see. I don't think you see anything. It's the usual thing of everything's too far away. Down there. I'll pull it out and then we'll have a look at what's going on with it. Now, from memory, I think it's 27mm. It is amazing. Oh. Now, these are the plastic housing with a paper element in. Oh, don't go, oh yeah, don't go too far with that. That's too long. Yep. Getting that trapped underneath the under the air filter, so I'll use a shorter socket. It's not quite the right size, but now it's loose. We should be all right. Now, hopefully, this is a quick, easy fix as well. And I've got to work out what's up with the horn. I'll go back into the scanner, can get live data and find out whether it's actually active and working, hopefully. Wow. There you go. That's another cheap fix. Get a new filter. That has to go down the hole. So this is now 2 problems resolved, hopefully. But yeah, that should go down inside the hole, otherwise you get no oil pressure through it. So that's another one done. Right, back into the scanner, going through to the body control module, which will then be able to test live data on the horn, find out whether it's actually a switch, relay, anything like that's working. But the scan down the list until you find it, and then just press the horn on off. You'll see whether it's active. It'll tell you whether that horn and the relay and everything are working, which if I press it now, on, off, on, off. So yeah, that's that working. Right, quick bit of digging about. Found the heater plugs. Little black caps there. There's 4 obviously. They're relatively easy to get to. I saw a video, it was actually a different engine. They were right down the back, down here underneath. So at least they're accessible. What I'm going to do is, because the temperature doesn't come up, sorry, the glow plugs don't come on until the temperature drops down, they're not going to work. But I'm going to pull one out if I can and test it, or at least test them for resistance if I can get the caps off now. Test circuitry and the stuff on them rather than the voltages. It may also be something to do with the fact that that's so oily it could potentially be shorting out in there. So I'm going to clean it all up, dig a couple of them out and try not to break them. Right, it's a bit awkward to film, so I've got the caps off. Now that one, literally full of oil, so that could just be the issue, it's shorting out. So I'll clean it out and test them for resistances, open circuit, things like that, and then see if I can actually get them out. Go and get a new set when I go get the oil filter. Right, now I've located them, give them a quick wash off, get the meter in there, and what you're trying to do is just see if they're open circuit. There'll be some resistance, usually around between 1 and 1.5 ohms through one of the heater plugs. So I'll just poke it onto the top of it, on where the electrical connection is, and then the body that will earth through here, and hopefully you can see that and I don't block it up. Find where they are. Oh, there's something on that one. One, and it drops down. Second one. Again, 0, nearly 0. Third one. Nothing at all, that one's dead. That one's definitely dead. And that one there. Yeah, they're about 1 ohm, but then obviously you're getting that resistance mixture through there. Best way of doing it is take them out. If they'll come out and test them, if they're any good, they've got to go back in. If they're no good, they need replacing anyway. I don't know if you better see. Right, there's one at the end. I can't get to that one very easily, but I've got the other 3 out. They all come out easily. There's one of them that we found was open circuit, so I'm going to test them now. It's not the best way of doing it, however it works, and it'll show you physically whether they work or not. It'll confirm which one is knackered. So I've tested the resistances of them, but to test they actually work, easiest way is to actually test them on a battery. Don't put them on for long because I think they're low voltage. So if you go to the earth, a long screwdriver or something, and just touch them, there you go, instantly smoking. So that one's working. That's working. Let's try another one. And they say these are the 3 I could get out. There you go, smoky, getting warm. So that one's working. That's 2. That confirms what we found. In theory, this one then should be the dead one. Yeah, open circuit on that one. So that's what the ECU is picking up, that one of them's dead. The other one's given the same reading as those, and because it's an awkward pig to get out, I'm going to leave that one in. We'll go and get one heater plug for now. When I get the oil filter, that should cure it. Normally you'd replace them with a set of 4, but at the moment it's a case of get one, get it fixed, and go from there. Right, been down and got a filter, glow plug. Put the glow plug back in, put the soundproofing bit back on because you couldn't see out. Right, I'll try and show you inside the oil filter. I might go upside down a little bit. Put the light on. Inside there, where the filter goes, there's that hole at the bottom. The round one at the bottom. That's where, in fact, it'll be at the top of your screen, it's upside down. That's where that should go. But obviously it's gone in, it's got mist, squished it, so then there's no oil pressure. So, get the new filter in. Now, there's 2 ways of doing them. Where you can either put this into the housing first, with that peg in the right place, and then clip the lid on, or clip the lid on it first. But I'll be honest, I think if you push it in here, that's completely all gooed up. Right, I've just cleared out that. Now, as I was saying, you can either click it in part way, push it in part way, so when you screw it down it goes in, or you can put this in first. Now I think realistically, because it's so awkward to get at, I'm going to put the filter in the hole first and then click this back on, mainly because they can't get it wrong then. So you can't really see, standard thing I keep saying. There you go, that's it, that's in the right place now. So if I put this on and then screw the lid down, it will automatically click into it, and it's in the right place. He says. Get a better fitting socket now, I've got a bit of space. One socket's a bit too short, one's a bit too long. A specific torque setting for those, but you get used to how tight to do plastic. So that's your oil filter, oil pressure sorted out. Hopefully that pipe I showed you earlier has cured the oil, the actuator fault in the engine management light. So that, along with the glow plug, there shouldn't be any more warning lights on. Get this gun, fire it up, make sure the management light doesn't come back on, and I can scan it and clear the codes again, because they should now be historical rather than active. Now I've still got to sort the horn out, but that's the next job. Right, I'm back in the car. I've just cleared the codes out of it, so in theory now when I start it, it should have, oh, there you go, easy as that. It should have no management light, which it doesn't, and the oil pressure light that was over here that was flashing isn't flashing anymore. Well, that's that sorted. I don't know about the heater plugs working, but cleared the code, but there's no reason they shouldn't do. There was 3 good ones, 1 bad one. I've replaced the bad one, and with no management light on now, so that's a good thing. Just the horn to do, because really? Really? That wasn't working. I haven't done anything other than clear the errors. Literally a minute ago I pressed it, it didn't work. It hasn't worked the whole time I've been here. How can that do that? How can that do that? That's basically clearing the codes, getting rid of the errors on the dash. Now the horn works again, because I'd pressed that a lot. How bizarre. Even with the ignition off, it works. Magic! That's very strange. However, well, there is no however. Fix a glow plug. Fix the oil pressure. Now the horn works. And it didn't at all, and I've done nothing. How bizarre. Oh well. Right, that's the end of the video. Everything's everything's done. Well, that'll do for me. Bizarre. Absolutely ridiculous. No idea. Well, in that case, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Fixed by magic.